One of the premises, several things we believe in this program is that there will continually be less time to recognize and react to opportunities. Technology is intrinsic to everything. I mean, I don't know about you, but arguably, there's probably not any job right now that hasn't been impacted by some technology change. Now, they may not use technology in their job, but there's something about that job that has been impacted by technology somewhere. And so technology is a very, very core intrinsic space that people have to be prevalent in their knowledge and skills and abilities. And there is a two-way relationship between technology and strategy. But don't just take my word for it. Business Week talked about that in this article that IT leaders are good at showcasing cool new tech inventions, but they have a hard time applying that to boost value and impact. What we want to do is help people learn how to be a key edge, a person of edge that understands what technology is available, how to apply it so that it actually makes an impact on the bottom line. And the other authority that's in the room I'd like to invite up is Dave Scott. He's briefly going to share a little bit about his book, and we're going to be doing a drawing here briefly, giving away a copy. Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Mary. I'd like to thank Mary. It's very generous of her to give me a couple of minutes, and thank you for having me here. What I noticed in my time in directing IT in a variety of environments, I've contracted with Pentagon agencies. I just did some work for OUZ. I've been in Fortune 100, Young and Rubicam, Burson Marsteller, is that there seems to be a gap between the business stakeholders who should understand the technology that they own and those IT people that are trying to maneuver that forward in delivering best solutions and service to business. And so the business technology weave is essentially a branded e-culture. You don't even hear that much talk about e-culture for that matter. How do I do this?
Just Eric.
Okay. As you can see, any business must be a fully qualified partner contributing to its own business-driven IT strategy. Even in a technology company, that's a business. All I can figure is that sometimes IT's governance, that is business, they may issue murky directions, maybe for political cover. And if a project goes south, those business people can say, well, I didn't tell you to do it that way. That's got to go, and that's part of the nut that I cracked in this. Everybody's got to come to the table with best expectations. When you stop to think about projects and the statistics that go along with those, 62% of projects fail to meet their go-live date. You generally have lagging milestones. You have unrealistic expectations. That can be managed. That can always be managed by setting proper expectations, by understanding exactly where you are when you launch that project. Do you have full sanction? Do you have all your funding? Do you have milestones that are realistic, and you have empirical measures under those milestones to track if they're going to be met? And if you meet each milestone, what happens? You go live on your go-live date. Then the trick is, are you delivering the solution that serves? You have to make sure you have a valid destination. Of course, I'm going real quick here. I think I've got, what did I have, 2 slides?
Yes.
Good. And I'm going. But anyway, that's what the business technology weave is. What I'm excited about in learning about Mary and the MIST program is that we seem to be on an exact parallel course. And I think that this degree is so unique. I've never heard of a degree, a formal degree being offered, and I believe that you folks think that this is unique in the nation. And so, anyway, that's a very fortuitous pairing, I think. And thank you very much, Mary.
Well, Dave is very humble that he has had a profound impact on IT and business-driven strategy as CIO, leader, consultant, really for several decades. And so we're just delighted to partner with you. And we really think that 2011 and our partnership is going to bring great things to business, because our mission is to help create a professional impact. We want to create a profound impact on the professional realm. So we are actually coming up with professional development training, and I have a couple of things to offer all of you today. So thank you.
Great. Thank you,
appreciate
Mary.
being here.
Thank you.
If you haven't put your card in, we're giving away a copy of this terrific book. One more source I want to share with you quickly is the Wall Street Journal. They wrote an article this past year on why CIOs are last among equals, because they identified several skill gaps. You can read those. You know, the core value of this is that there are some very definable gaps in top leadership and in mid-level leadership in the IT realm. And what they're looking for is an opportunity to help these people close those gaps. And the solution that they provided was to offer an extensive educational program that helped people understand the core aspect of any business, IT's role in each part of that business, and to integrate that learning with field activities. So the bottom line is, they didn't know it, but they were defining this. We had already brought that program to bear, and it's our master's degree. And the power of it, we had people who were posting blogs on the Wall Street Journal response, and we got leads from that article simply because we were ahead of the game. Also, Hart Research Associates put together a very intense survey last year. It was launched early last year, and they asked businesses, I'll just cover the top one. They said, 91% of employers responded saying, our company is asking employees to take on more responsibility and using a broader set of skills. We know that people aren't just going to evolve to that. They have to be guided through that experience. And if 91% of employers are looking for increased skill sets, then we have to take steps to make it happen. Our program is offered in 11 courses, flexible, it's fully online. The first 2 courses can be taken together or independently. And you can take 1 or 2 classes a year, or you can engage in 1 class at a time. It can be done in about 18 months. These courses are all team-based courses, and they rotate on every term, so there's a new one that's being offered, and you can jump in and grab a course as needed. And then there are independent projects that are taken by you applying work in the workforce. So if it's not you looking for an educational experience, we want your company to be aware of it. We are taking grassroots efforts to get out with lots of different associations, users groups. I've spoken at International Institute of Business Analysts. I'm meeting this week with the director in charge of leading the new PMI conference this fall, and they're looking at our program to bring some excellent training and development to that organization as well. So we're really excited about those collaborations. So thank you so much for your time. I also have a handout if anybody's interested in learning more, and I have a packet that has all the details about the program if anybody's interested. So anyone else want to put their name in before I close? Okay. For a signed copy? I'll let you draw.
Oh, here, I'll defer.
All right, he's deferring. Somebody draw a name and read it.
Mixing it up. Okay. Tom Sadisky?
Yeah.
Terrific. Thanks so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day.